Picture this. Your co-worker, the one who's always complaining about bills and borrowing lunch money, just pulled up in a brand new Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. Meanwhile, Warren Buffett, one of the richest men on earth, drove a modest Cadillac XTS for years. Something doesn't add up, right? Today, we're going to unpack one of the most misunderstood truths about money. Why broke people buy luxury cars far more often than actual millionaires. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at a flashy car the same way again. Here's the hard truth. A luxury car is one of the most powerful illusions money can buy. When someone pulls up in a Porsche or a BMW, our brain immediately makes assumptions. That person is successful, wealthy, powerful. But here's what research actually tells us. A landmark study from researchers at UC Davis found that outward displays of wealth, like expensive cars, are far more common among people trying to signal high status than among those who have actually achieved it. In other words, the car is less about the destination and more about what other people think when they see it. Real millionaires understand something most people don't. Net worth is invisible. You can't see someone's investment portfolio. You can't see their rental properties or their index funds, but you can see a $90,000 car. And for people who feel financially insecure, that visibility becomes addictive. Let's talk numbers because this is where it gets real. The average luxury car payment in the United States is now over $750 per month. Add insurance, which can run $200 to $400 a month for a high-end vehicle, and you're looking at nearly $1,100 to $1,200 a month just to keep that car running. But the real killer? Depreciation. A new luxury car loses about 20% of its value in the first year alone. By year 5, most luxury vehicles have lost 60% of their original value. You're not just spending money, you're watching it evaporate. And yet, car dealerships have figured out how to make this feel painless. Stretch the loan to 72 or 84 months, lower the monthly payment, and suddenly a $70,000 car feels affordable. What they don't tell you is that you'll be paying interest on a vehicle that's worth half what you owe within a few years. This is called being upside down on a loan, and it's one of the biggest wealth traps in America. So what do actual millionaires drive? In the book, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley, researchers studied the spending habits of America's wealthy and found something shocking. The most popular car brand among millionaires is Toyota, not Ferrari, not Bentley, Toyota. Why? Because wealthy people think in terms of assets and liabilities. A car, any car, is a liability. It costs money, loses value, and produces nothing. The moment you drive it off the lot, you've made a losing investment. Millionaires would rather put that $1,100 per month into an S&P 500 index fund, a rental property, or a business. Over 10 years, that's potentially $200,000 or more in real compounding wealth, versus a car that's worth almost nothing. The truly wealthy don't need to look rich. They are rich, and that changes everything about how they spend. Here's the darker side of this conversation. Social comparison. We live in a world where Instagram and TikTok constantly expose us to highlight reels of other people's lives. The luxury car, the designer outfit, the first-class seat. It all triggers something deep in our psychology called social comparison theory. We measure our success against what we see around us. And marketers know this. Luxury brands don't sell cars, they sell identity. They sell the feeling of being someone important, someone who made it. But chasing that feeling with borrowed money is a treadmill that never stops. You get the car, the dopamine fades, and then you want the next upgrade. Meanwhile, your bank account is bleeding out and real wealth is getting further away. Here's the bottom line. The people who look the richest are often the furthest from financial freedom. And the people quietly building generational wealth, they're driving used Camrys and maxing out their Roth IRAs. That's not boring, that's powerful. So next time you feel the urge to upgrade your car to impress people you don't even like, ask yourself, am I building an image or am I building a future? If this video hit different, drop a comment below. And if you want more content on real wealth psychology and personal finance, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post every week, and the next video might just change the way you see money forever.